Welcome back to Edzy, your personal AI tutor, and welcome to this extended revision episode on English for CBSE Class 7, The Day the River Spoke. I am Gaurav, and with me is Swati. We will spend roughly 30 to 60 minutes together, calmly unpacking the story, its questions, vocabulary, grammar, themes, and exam tips. Keep a notebook nearby if you have one, but passive listening is also perfectly fine. A student from Pune, Ananya, once told us that a chapter became easier when she stopped trying to memorize the summary and started asking, why did the character act this way? That is exactly our method today.
Absolutely. We will first meet Jahanvi in her coastal village, then understand why school matters so deeply to her. After that, we will examine the river's advice, Jahanvi's courage, the teacher's support, and her dream of helping other girls. We will also stop for recall questions, vocabulary checks, extract based reasoning, personification, prepositions, and answer writing practice. So do not merely listen for the final answers. Try to predict them before we discuss them.
Let us begin with the setting. Jahanvi is a bright young girl living with her parents and three brothers in a coastal village in India. Her parents work on a farm. This detail is important because it places the story in an everyday rural environment where family responsibilities shape a child's life. The village, the fields, the river, the bamboo, the bridge, and the school are not just background details. They form the world in which Jana's dream develops.
And the contrast inside the family is immediately noticeable. Janvi's brothers go to school, but Janvi is repeatedly asked to mind her younger brothers. When she was 5, little Ramu was born, and later she cared for little Appu. Her mother keeps saying, maybe later, while Janvi grows older. That repeated delay explains her frustration. She is not lacking interest or ability, she is being denied an opportunity.
Exam point, Janvi's dream is not simply to visit a school. She wants to learn to read like Etan and Meena, write her name, do sums, and understand the world around her. This makes education both a personal desire and a path to knowledge. If a question asks, what was Janvi's dream? Include these details rather than writing only, she wanted to study. A specific answer shows that you understand the character.
एक सेकंड पॉज करके सोचो, why is the dream important to Jahnavi? Is it because she wants to imitate her brothers? Or because she genuinely wants knowledge? The stronger answer is that she is intensely curious about nature and wants to read, write, calculate, and discover explanations. Her dream gives direction to her curiosity. She does not want education merely as a status symbol. She wants it to understand life.
There is also an emotional layer. Janvi wonders where her family does not want her. She is nearly 10 and fears that she is now too old to be allowed into school. This tells us that the delay has affected her confidence. She has begun to interpret the situation personally. A good answer should mention both her fear and her longing. That balance is more accurate than calling her simply rebellious or simply sad.
Now the atmosphere changes. Janvi sits beside the river crying. The opening describes a bright deer, a kingfisher with blue wings, a green lizard, bamboo, parrots, and the river's surroundings. Then a sleepy, murmuring voice asks, what's the matter? Janvi is startled because she believes she is alone. The mystery is gentle rather than frightening. The natural setting becomes attentive, almost as though the world is listening to her.
The voice belongs to the river. Notice that river is written with a capital letter. In ordinary usage, river is a common noun. Here, however, the river is given human qualities. It speaks, listens, remembers Jahannam's visits, laughs, advises, and chuckles. This is personification. The capital letter helps present the river almost like a particular character in the story.
The river's first role is that of a comforter. It tells Jahanvi not to cry and not to be scared. It knows that she visits the spot almost every day. So its words suggest familiarity and affection. It does not dismiss her feelings. It invites her to tell everything. That is why the river feels like a patient friend, even though its advice later becomes more challenging.
Let us identify the tone of the river in this moment. Is it angry, impatient, or reassuring? It is reassuring and sympathetic. The river's sleepy voice creates a calm mood, while its invitation to speak makes Jahnavi feel heard. In an extract question, if asked about the tone, use words such as assuring, affectionate, kind hearted, and thoughtful, supported by the river's actions.
Quick check. Which phrase shows that Jahanvi was a frequent visitor to the river? Listen carefully. The river says she has been coming to see it every day. Well, almost every day. The exact idea is regular visits. Also, what does the exclamation in "it couldn't be the river" express? Not irritation or excitement. It expresses disbelief because Jahnavi cannot believe that the river is speaking.
Jahanvi's questions reveal the liveliness of her mind. She wants to know why spiders are yellow in yellow flowers, why bamboo trees rustle, why the moon appears from behind the hills, and why baby fish in the field water become frogs. These questions are not random decoration. They show observation, wonder, and a desire to understand causes. The chapter connects education with the freedom to ask meaningful questions.
I like the river's humorous reaction here. It says Janvi is making it breathless because she has so many whys. The river then gives its own imaginative answer about the moon going towards the sea or the mountains, like the river itself. We should not treat this as a science explanation to memorize. In the story, it shows the river entering Janvi's imaginative world and responding playfully to her curiosity.
That distinction is important. The chapter is a literary narrative, not a science lesson about the moon or frogs. In an English answer, discuss what the questions reveal about Janvi. She is observant, curious, eager to learn, and interested in nature. Do not replace the literary interpretation with an unrated scientific explanation. Evidence from the story must remain central.
Your turn. Name two things Janvi wants to learn. You may choose reading, writing her name, doing sums, or understanding natural events. Now go one step further. What quality is shown by these desires? Curiosity is the clearest answer, but determination is also developing. She continues to speak about learning even after being told to wait repeatedly.
The river's relationship with Jahnavi is nurturing because it takes her questions seriously. It does not say, "You are too young to ask." Instead, it responds, jokes, and encourages her to continue thinking. This is one reason the river can symbolize support and guidance. It becomes the voice that helps Janvi recognize a strength she already possesses.
But let us be precise. Can the river literally enroll Jahanvi in school? No. The river cannot speak to her family or complete the admission process. Its help is emotional and motivational. It gives comfort, challenges her fear, and encourages her to take the first step. Later, the teacher provides practical support by speaking to Jhanavi's father. This difference between emotional guidance and practical help is useful in a long answer.
We are now entering the section where the story moves from vision to action. Janvi says even little Ramu goes to school. The river jokingly imagines carrying her to school if it were by the sea, but then admits that this would not really work because her feet would get wet. The humor makes the serious conversation lighter, and it leads naturally to the real solution. Janvi must take the first step herself.
The river says that little girls can do as much as little boys and compares their swimming ability. The larger idea is equality. Jahanvi is not less capable because she is a girl. The river asks her to go quietly to school, sit, and listen. Notice the wording. It does not promise that the situation will be easy. It asks her to act despite uncertainty.
Janvi immediately responds, "I couldn't." The repetition tells us that she is genuinely frightened. It shows hesitation, lack of confidence, and fear of being chased away. Repetition here is not meaningless. It gives emotional force to her words. When writing an answer, explain what the repeated phrase reveals about her state of mind, rather than merely saying that the phrase is repeated.
The river laughs and reminds Jhanavi that she is not afraid of a green lizard, a snake in the bamboo clump, or the loud trains near the bridge. This is a playful challenge. The river is not mocking her cruelly, it is helping her compare familiar courage with unfamiliar fear. Swata's question for you: why does this comparison work? Because Janvi already has courage, but she has not yet applied it to school.
There is a mild disagreement between the river and Jahnavi about noise. The river prefers ships less than trains because trains are noisy, while Jahnavi says she prefers ships. This small exchange gives the river a distinct personality. It also introduces ships as part of Jahnavi's expanding world. She asks what ships are, and the river describes big boats that can carry hundreds of people with lights shining at night.
The word catamaran also appears here. The river says Chandu's catamaran is good enough and that Chandu can take Jahanavi to see a ship someday. A catamaran is a kind of boat. Keep this meaning connected to the story. You do not need to turn the episode into a list of boats, but you should recognize the word if it appears in a vocabulary or comprehension question.
The river returns to the central issue. Try going to school first. This is the turn point in the advice. Jahnavi is tempted to focus on the obstacles, but the river brings her back to one manageable action. Courage in the story is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to act while fear is still present. That is one of the most important messages of the chapter.
Let us test that idea. Was Jahanavi fearless when she went to school? No. The story says she was panting and out of breath, and later she admits, I was scared, but I did it. Therefore, if an exam asks how Jahanavi showed courage, write that she acted despite fear. Do not incorrectly describe her as completely fearless from the beginning.
A short EDSI study moment fits naturally here. If you are revising this exact doubt, ask the EDSI AI tutor how is courage different from fearlessness in Jannu's story? A step-by-step answer can then help you test your explanation instead of simply copying one. The useful question is always, what action proves the quality I am naming?
Exactly. And if your answer says Janvi was courageous because the river told her to be courageous, that is incomplete. The evidence is her action. She went to school, stood by the door, listened to the lesson, moved nearer, and sat in the back row. Good literature answers connect a character quality to a specific event.
The next day, Janvi reaches the school, panting and out of breath. She stands by the door while the teacher reads a lesson about a prince called Ashoka who became a great king. Little Appu is asleep on her shoulder. This detail shows that Jahnavi has not abandoned her responsibility. She carries the sleeping child while pursuing her own education.
Then Janvi gradually creeps nearer and sits in the back row with the other students on the earthen floor. The movement from the door to the back row symbolizes increasing confidence. She does not suddenly become bold in one dramatic moment. Her courage grows step by step. This is a useful observation for a character based answer because the story shows development through action.
The teacher notices her and asks where she came from and what her name is. Other children identify her as Gopi's sister and say her name is Jahnavi. The teacher does not reject or embarrass her. Instead, the teacher says that if Jahnavi really wants to attend, they will talk to her father and find way. This response changes the direction of the story.
Why is the teacher's role important? Because encouragement from the river alone cannot alter the family arrangement. The teacher converts Janvi's private wish into a practical possibility. The teacher is willing to speak to her father and support her admission. This shows that a child's courage is strengthened when responsible adults respond with understanding rather than rejection.
The teacher visits Jahnavi's home the next evening. Her father appears worried, shown by the gesture of scratching his cheek, while the teacher nods and speaks to him. The text does not report the entire conversation, so do not invent the father's exact words. We can safely infer that the teacher discusses Jahnavi's schooling and that the family's attitude begins to change.
The most important change comes from Jahanvi's mother. She says she will miss Jahanvi when she goes to school, but adds that girls should learn as much as they want. She remembers that she herself wanted to go to school at Janvi's age, but her own mother said no. This memory helps her understand her daughter's desire and support a different future for her.
That moment gives the story an intergenerational dimension. The mother's missed opportunity has been repeated with Janvi, perhaps without deliberate cruelty, through the words maybe later. The teacher's visit creates a chance to break that pattern. In an exam answer, say that the mother's reflection leads to a positive change in the family's attitude towards girls' education.
Quick recall: who helps Janvi take the first emotional step? And who helps make regular schooling possible? The river encourages and motivates her. The teacher notices her, promises to speak to her father, and helps create a practical path. Her mother then expresses support. If you mention only the river, your answer misses the important role of the teacher and family.
The first major theme is the importance of education. Janvi wants to read, write her name, do sums, and understand the world. Her future ambition is to become a teacher and invite other girls in the village to school. Therefore, education is shown as personal empowerment and as something that can benefit a whole community.
The second theme is equality. The river says little girls can do as much as little boys. Jahanvi's brothers attend school while she is kept at home. So the story exposes an unfair difference in opportunity. The chapter does not present her as less capable. Instead, it shows that her ability and curiosity are already present. What she needs is access and encouragement.
The third theme is courage. Jahnavi fears that people at school may scare her or chase her out. Still, she goes, listens, moves closer, and enters the learning space. The chapter's message is not that fear is foolish. Fear is real, but it need not decide a person's future. Courage begins when Jahnavi accepts responsibility for taking the first step.
Another important theme is curiosity. Jahanvi asks question after question about spiders, bamboo, the moon, fish, frogs, ships, and the natural world. The story treats these questions with warmth. Her curiosity is not a distraction from learning, it is the reason she longs for school. That is a valuable idea for students. Asking why is often the beginning of understanding.
The river can also be understood as a symbol of hope and guidance. It is always moving towards the sea, and it encourages Jahnavi to move towards her dream. We should phrase this responsibly. The river represents support and direction within the story. We should not claim that the river solves every social problem. Its role is to awaken Jahnavi's confidence and help her recognize her own agency.
The story also contains gentle humor. The river jokes about taking Jahanavi to school but admits that her feet would get wet. It says Jahanavi's many questions make it breathless. It laughs when she says she is afraid, then reminds her of the lizard, snake, and trains. This humor prevents the serious theme from becoming heavy and makes the river feel lively and affectionate.
Let us discuss the opening nature description. Why does the writer describe the kingfisher, lizard, bamboo, parrots, and river so carefully? First, it creates a vivid setting. Second, it prepares us to accept the river as a living presence. Third, it connects Jahnavi's emotional experience with the natural world. The calm and detailed scene makes the river's voice feel imaginative but believable within the story.
Here is a common confusion. Is the river a real human friend who has been secretly observing Jahanvi? The story presents the river as speaking, but it is a personified natural element. An answer can say that the river knows so much because Jahanvi visits it often and shares her thoughts, while the literary device gives the river human qualities. Do not invent a separate human explanation.
The conversation makes the story appealing because it combines dialogue, imagination, nature, and emotional support. Instead of receiving a formal speech about education, Jahnavi discovers courage through a friendly conversation. The river's teasing, questions, and descriptions of ships keep the exchange lively. Dialogue also reveals character directly. Jahnavi's questions show curiosity, while the river's responses show warmth and confidence.
Let us revise vocabulary. Splashed means fell in drops, making a sound. Slithered means moved by sliding from side to side. Murmuring means speaking in a low voice. A thicket is a dense group of bushes and trees. Shrieked means made a high pitched sound. Startled means surprised. These meanings are easiest to remember when connected to the scene rather than studied as isolated pairs.
More words appear in the second part. World means complained in a loud voice in this context. Catamaran is a kind of boat. Clump means a small group of trees growing together. Rattling describes a noise made by shaking things. Rustle is a light sound made when leaves rub against each other. Conspiratorially means secretly, as though sharing a secret.
Now, a sound word challenge. Which word means a high pitched piercing sound? Shrieked. Which word means a low continuous background noise? Murmuring. Which word means taking a short, quick breath because of surprise? Gasped. Which word means a long, high cry caused by sadness or pain? Wailed. Which word describes leaves or paper making a soft, dry sound? Rustle. Try recalling the exact word before checking the explanation.
The chapter also includes words that create sound and movement: splashed, slithered, shrieked, gasped, rattling, and wailed. These words make the narrative vivid because they allow us to hear or imagine the scene. In literary answers, you may say that such words appeal to the reader's senses. Keep the explanation tied to the text. Do not call every descriptive word a metaphor.
Now we enter the language section. First, why is river capitalized? Because the river has been personified and treated as a character. This is not simply a rule that every common noun should be capitalized. The capital letter is connected to how the author presents the river. In your answer, mention the human qualities of speaking, listening, remembering, laughing, advising, and chuckling.
Next, prepositions. In the line about the moon, phrases such as towards the sea, over the mountains, and down to the sea show direction or relationship. A preposition is followed by an object, usually a noun or pronoun. For example, in over the mountains, mountains is the object of the preposition over. This is the point to remember while solving the blanks.
Words such as up, down, and outside can sometimes work differently. In she ran up the stairs, up is a preposition because it has the object, the stairs. In she rang me up is an adverb because it gives more information about the action and has no object after it. एक second pause करके सोचो. Identify the object before deciding which function the word has.
For the school sentence, the suitable choices are at school, outside the gate, inside the classroom, among two friendly classmates, about numbers, and about the new adventure. The important strategy is not to guess by sound alone. Read the complete sentence, identify the relationship being expressed, and then check whether the word is followed by an object.
The chapter also mentions borrowed words and boats. Catamaran comes from the Tamil expression kattu maram, meaning tied wood. The language exercises ask students to explore words such as karma, sahib, chutney, guru, veranda, jungle, areka, and palanquin, along with their meanings and Indian language origins. For an exam, read the exercise carefully and learn the answers given through your classroom work without confusing this activity with the story's central plot.
Let us practice the first major question. What was Janvi's dream, and was it important to her? A strong answer begins with the dream. She wanted to go to school and learn to read like her brothers. Then add details. She wanted to write her name, do sums, and understand the world around her. Finally, explain importance. Education represented knowledge, freedom, and a chance to fulfill her curiosity.
Here is the second question. Can the river help Janvi fulfill her dream? The answer should be balanced. The river cannot directly enroll her, but it comforts her, listens to her, encourages equality, reminds her of her courage, and advises her to visit school. Its guidance motivates Jahnavi to act. The teacher and family then provide the practical support that allows her to attend.
Why does Janvi say, I am so old now? We can infer that she believes school admission may be meant only for younger children, or that her delayed entry will not be accepted. We can also infer that her long period of caring for younger siblings has made her feel left behind. Be careful, the line shows Jahannvi's fear and assumption. It does not prove that the school actually rejects older children.
Why does the river laugh when Jahanvi says she will be scared at school? The river remembers that Jahanvi is not afraid of the lizard, the snake, or trains. Its laughter is meant to challenge her fear and remind her of her existing courage. It is affectionate encouragement, not an insult. Include that distinction for a more thoughtful answer.
Why should Janvi follow the river's advice? Because her dream matters to her, and the first practical step is to go to school and sin. The river's advice gives her an opportunity to test her fear instead of assuming rejection. The story later proves that her action brings help. The teacher notices her and offers to speak to her father.
Let us practice an extract response. If the extract says the river tells Janvi that little girls can do as much as little boys, one answer is the river believes there is no difference in ability between girls and boys, and it encourages Janvi to have faith in herself. If asked whether the statement is true or false, it is true. The river encourages her to fulfill her desire to go to school.
What does slip along mean in that extract? It means to move quietly. It does not mean confidently, loudly, or necessarily quickly. Context matters. Jahanavi is nervous and the river suggests that she should enter without drawing attention. Also remember the repeated I couldn't expresses fear and hesitation. These small wording questions are commonly tested because they check careful reading.
Now imagine the question. How does the conversation between Janvi and the river make the story more appealing? Your answer can mention that the dialogue makes the natural world imaginative, reveals Janvi's curiosity, presents the river as a warm guide, adds gentle humor, and moves the plot forward. Because of the conversation, Janvi changes from a crying child into someone ready to take action.
The main message is that dreams require courage and action, and that education should be available to girls as much as to boys. The story also values curiosity and supportive relationships. Janvi's success does not come from one source alone. Her own determination, the river's encouragement, the teacher's intervention, and her mother's changed understanding all contribute to the positive ending.
अब तक हम the setting, Janvi's dream, the river's comfort, the advice, and the school turning point cover कर चुके हैं. Let us compress the story into a chain. Jahnavi is denied schooling. She feels afraid and frustrated. The river listens and encourages her. She visits school. The teacher offers help. Her family changes its attitude, and Jahnavi begins to imagine becoming a teacher for other girls.
A second recap chain focuses on character development. At the beginning, Jahanavi cries beside the river and believes she may never be allowed to study. During the conversation, she asks questions but hesitates to act. At school, she moves gradually from the doorway to the back row. At the end, she proudly says she was scared but did it, and she plans to help other girls learn.
Common mistake check. Do not write that Jahnavi became a teacher by the end of the chapter. She expresses the ambition to become one someday. Do not write that her parents immediately supported her from the beginning. The story shows hesitation and then a positive change. Do not say the river physically carried her to school. Its influence is emotional and motivational.
One more exam writing reminder. Begin with a direct answer, add 2 or 3 details from the chapter, and end by connecting those details to the question. For example, in a theme answer, name courage, describe Jahanvi going to school despite fear, and explain that the story presents courage as action. This structure is clearer than retelling every event in the chapter.
Final challenge for active recall. Without looking back, answer 4 questions aloud. What did Jahanavi want? Why was she afraid? What did the river advise? Who helped make school possible? Then, write one sentence explaining the river as a symbol. If you can answer all 5 in your own words, you have moved beyond memorizing the summary towards understanding the chapter.
Let us close with the most important ideas. The Day the River Spoke presents Jahnavi as a curious and determined girl whose dream is to attend school. The personified river comforts her and gives her courage, but Jahnavi must take the first step herself. The teacher and her mother then support her education. Remember the common mistake. Courage does not mean having no fear. Jahnavi is scared, yet she acts. Your next step is simple. Write a 6-line answer on how Jahnavi changes from the beginning to the end, using at least 3 events from the chapter. You can use Edge's active recall approach to test yourself later. Thank you for revising with us. Keep asking thoughtful questions, keep moving towards your goals, and we will meet again soon.